Hello Chiefs, today I'm going to teach you something very important, something I do regularly to my most important clients, and this keep them bringing more businesses back to me. And this is how I present my final version of logo design to them. Okay, so my name is Manuel, welcoming you back to CaterGrapgix, your best place to learn design, branding, and business techniques for graphics. Today I'm giving a shout out to 𝗙𝗧𝗂𝗧. Today is her birthday. Where is that image? Happy birthday, 𝗙𝗧𝗂𝗧, and have a wonderful day. It was actually yesterday, so happy birthday in arrears. Okay, enjoy your day and remember to stay clear from troubles. Have a wonderful day. So let's just jump right into it, or let's swing right into it without wasting time. So this is very simple technique I use, and I think it's going to work for you too. If you think this is not very accurate, you can let me know. You can tell me what you do. I think I am open for ideas, but for now, let's use this. So first and foremost, what you see here is just the logo presentation. Remember I told you this is the final version of this design. So you see the logo presentation in the front. I'll have to be very fast because I don't want to waste time any longer in my future tutorials. So this is the logo format, the presentation. Here you see pinch to zoom, which means if the client keep zooming in, it will still retain the quality. Okay, so your logo could be at the top here if the client permits that. So here is the name of this brand. Why you add this name, it's not that you can't see this, but in most cases, most brand names are confusing because if you don't look clearly, you won't understand that this is an R right here. This is an R, and I made it look like a man running, and this is on Run Express for a Canada Express delivery service. So after that, after the logo, you present the name of the logo, and this name is gonna be very simple, in a simple font, not the same which you use there. In a simple font they can understand. You could make the first word on bold and the next on thin. If you care about the font I use for this particular font is called made, and this is made the men, this is made thin, this made bold, and this made thin, and still the same which I used in this place where I write designed by CaterGrapgix. So here you write your designed by your name in very tiny space. Don't make it too obvious. When you zoom out from this, you're going to see that you're not going to notice that name very clearly, but you're going to notice the name of the brand. That is what they want to see. They don't care about your name, but you can put it there slightly so that other people who are viewing, or them too, while they are scrolling, they can still remember that you are the one who did the work for them. Next tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to export PDF in this format after designing it, but for now let's just focus on how to present this. I remember that now, so someone should remind me after now. Okay, so next you have to present the second format. This is the old format, the way I do it. I have not gone to the new format. I will go to the new format after this. Okay, so next you present this in gold and also present the main logo in a white background. A white background still on this dark background. You can now place a rectangular shape, curve the 3 angles, and leave one angle pointed. That's a design concept I regularly use. Okay, so the next, you can keep a slide here that will also replicate. Remember the color we used in the background here is the color of the brand. Take that in notes. So next you say how to use instructions. So here you have to use comma. There should be comma here, then instructions. Now number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Now in number 1, I presented the logo in a black text. In number 2 is in a white text. In number 3, I presented the logo all in blue, which is one concept color for the client. And number 4, I presented the logo all in orange, which is the second concept color for the clients. Now in the last one, remember this orange is in a black background. I tried to present this logo concept also in a white background to tell them this also can work in a white background while it also work in a black background, and the same applicable to this, and you understand that when I get down to the instructions. So I told you guys about conversion. This is a simple form of conversion. It's very easy. And number 6, you see here a mark bar. You understand in the font here we can't see clearly what is going on there, and I'm going to tell you what happened in the instruction format. Now instruction format, let me zoom closely so you can see exactly what's going on, so you read with me. So instruction says, from the above image description, number 1 with a black typeface should only be used on a white or bright background, which is this is the instruction for this number 1. So we are going down to number 2. We say number 2 can be used on a black or dark background since the typeface is written in white. It would again show fine on a white background. Okay, so this means this number 2 can work very well in a black background. It won't show in a white background because of the white text. Okay, so number 3, we say number 3 can be used in both black and white backgrounds, same as number 4, just as it describes in number 5. Okay, so this works in white background and also black background, same as number 4 as it is described in number 5. So you don't need to describe this again because you already told in the description or instruction that number 3 will work in both black and white background. So number 6 is a solution. We are talking about when we say number 6, this particular one, let's go and see. We say this problem now we have here. You say number 6 is a solution showing the color contrast problem viewers may face trying to understand the unrun logo that was supposed to be placed on a white or bright background being placed on the wrong background. So this is a problem now. The viewers can't understand what is going on with this logo font because it is placed on a background that is close to the color it is. So don't use a logo on a background close to the color it is. Reasons for gradient choice: I have to make the color gradient choice to make this logo more appealing to the viewer. The orange color signify enthusiasm, success, blah blah blah. The blue color, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. So this is the gradient value I use. That's why I call this the old format, which I present the logo finally to the clients. So this is called basically documentation. Okay, this is called logo documentation. This documentation is sent to the client finally, and this is what they can take to court if someone tries to use part of their logo in their own logo. Okay, this is an evidence that this is a proof of ownership. I missed something adding the dates here, and that's what I will be doing in the future one. So this one says all files above are editable, which means if you import this file to Adobe Illustrator directly, you can be able, or you'll be able to edit it. Now add my contact detail in case the client want to reach me anytime. So the next one, we are going to my next version of presentation. This is the latest version, and I will tell you why it is the latest version. So watch carefully and listen closely. So here is hero section. Here is Hero Movers logo, the recent logo I made for a moving company in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so here still pinch to zoom, which means if you zoom closely, it is still going to retain the quality. Now we zoom closely, we still see the same thing, Hero Movers, and I'm supposed to use red here, remember, but I tried red and it didn't look very good. So I maintained the orange color I use. This is very, very convenient for viewers and also works well with this white color I used there. Remember, this is a white color, but I reduced the opacity to show part of this in this white and still maintain the viewer's choice. So designed by Catersgraphix. Now in this format, look at what I did here. I presented the logo in green, in yellow, in red, and in blue. Remember the other one, I had something like this, but look at what it looks like. Okay, this is an overview of the logo before you start explaining anything. So this is an overview on how it's going to work this in new green, in yellow, red, and blue. So perfect. So when we present this in this format, means the clients can choose anyone they want to use. You're telling them that your logo can work in any background, still showing these strokes that are presentable. Okay, no, this is the next. This is a how to use instruction. If you watch, I added some kind of effects around this text that make it look nice. So now we have number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. I make it this simple because the logo doesn't support multiple distributions, but this logo format supports multiple distributions. I will tell you why, probably in the last version I'll be showing you now. So now we have number 1, hero section, hero movers in yellow stroke, hero movers in red. If you watch the hero movers in stroke, The way I converted it, when I'm going to teach you advanced conversion next week, I'm going to teach you how to convert different logos. Like this one, I converted these logos, but they are the same logo but bearing different colors. I'm going to work in different backgrounds. Okay, this advanced logo conversion, I'm going to teach you this next week, so stay tuned and also remember to ring the notification bell. So now this is it on this white background, and it also works in a black background. So this doesn't work on a yellow background because this is a yellow stroke. So we are saying that this doesn't work not because the logo doesn't show, but the stroke that makes or beautifies this logo doesn't show. And this red doesn't work on a red background because the stroke that beautifies it doesn't show. So now let's get down to the instruction and read. It says, from the above image description, all logo conversion can be used on all backgrounds except backgrounds that have the same color as stroke of that particular logo style. So now you understand what we said in the previous one. We aren't talking about the stroke, but here we're talking about stroke. So when giving instruction, don't use a generalized instruction format. Also remember to mention the name of the brand you are instructing in your instruction format. This personalizes it and makes it more professional. Okay. Number 2, you will always don't mention the same in the different instructions. Okay, you are going to use different kind of instruction on different purposes. It's not when you use a particular instruction for hero movers, you use the same on run, you use the same on 𝗘𝗺 and so on and so forth. No, you're going to make some changes, but make the changes very obvious to you. The clients are not going to know, but you, to be creative, you have to make the changes. Number 3 and number 4 are wrong situations where viewers could face issues enjoying the beauty of hero movers logo. This because of the use of yellow stroke logo on a yellow background and red stroke logo on a red background. This should be avoided. I said spooled. See this? So don't be afraid of making mistake. I told one student that you shouldn't try to be perfect. Okay, they understand, everyone understand that everyone makes mistake. So when you try to correct things, you are trying to procrastinate, and procrastination is just the same with perfectness. Okay, when you try to be perfect, you procrastinate. So don't try to be perfect. Right on, things will fix themselves. That's what I believe. Okay, if you have time, you do it, but if you don't have time, move on. There are a lot of things to do. So this should be avoided for clearer recognition for the company's logo viewers. Okay, logo by viewers. Reasons for color choice, you start talking and talking and talking. So now this is what makes it the newer version. In the font typeface, I have to present the font type I used in capital letter and also in small letter. This is the small version of this. Don't mind, it's still in capital letter format, but this is the small version of this font's freshman that I use. So I have to present the name of the font I use, font capital letter which stands for this particular part, and the small letter which stands for this particular part. I hope you understand that. Now here I come down to the gradient value. I have to present the gradient value exactly as I used them, and the value hex code of the color I used. Okay, so this color is the hex for this brown, light brown, and this for this dark brown, and this is for this lighter brown. This for green, this is the hex color for the green I use, this for the red color I use, the hex color, and this for the carton color I use, and this is for the purple blue that I use. So this is simply how I presented this, proudly made by Catersgraphix and business. So that is just the way I present my logo formats. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are going to present in the future. You're going to use this kind of format or something better than this. Okay, I have many formats that I use, but these two are my best formats that I use for presentation. I change presentations on regular basis. You don't need to keep on using the same thing over and over again. You're a designer, you can do something better. So let's go to the last version and see what it looks like presenting this logo on the first instance. So this is the first time I'm presenting a logo for a client to make choices. So this client wants me to make 2 different logos for her. So I presented her logo on these versions on the same single PDF. So this 𝗙𝗺𝗂𝗧𝘂𝗧𝗂𝗯𝗲 gadgets and accessories, and this is the blue version, and this is the second version, 𝗙𝗺𝗂𝗧𝗂𝗧𝗂𝗋𝗄𝗃 gadgets and accessories, and this particularly one they chose, and we made some modifications here. So this 𝗘𝗺𝗃 shopping made easy. So this 𝗘𝗺𝗃 number 1, and if you watch here, there's a white here. I forgot to add a background to cover that up. So this 𝗘𝗺𝗃1 and this 𝗘𝗺𝗃2. Let me zoom back and see what's going on here. I think I have a collapsed image here. I have some error here. This is not how I presented this. Something got missing. Something is wrong with this. So this is simply how I present the logo in the first instance. But this is not just that you present the logo for clients like this. No, don't do that. You should present logos for clients who are paying huge amounts of money to you, or clients who see the value of what you are doing. That's one. And two, not every client like this. Okay, not every client like you presenting their logo on PDF for the first time. Okay, sometimes you just send them the image, so it makes it very simple for them to run their stuffs. Okay, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wished I could tell you guys more than this, but don't worry about that. In the next week episode, I'll be showing you how I prepare this from scratch and also how to export it. So stay tuned, ring your notification bell, and enjoy the rest of the day. Once again, this is Manuel signing out from CaterGrapgix tutorial.